Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your homie Jay Green back with another review. And right now, in honor of Easter weekend, I'm bringing you Father Stu. Now, this movie stars Mark Wahlberg, Teresa Ruiz, Jackie Weaver, and Mel Gibson. And this film was directed by Rosalind Ross. Now, for everybody out there who has no idea what this film is all about, let me break it down like this. We're following Mark Wahlberg's character, Stuart Long. He was a boxer turned priest. On his way from boxer to priesthood, he definitely made a few mistakes. He was headed on a road for destruction. We're talking about alcohol, women.
What is the crime in that?
And it was really a lot of family issues that caused all this. But one day, as he's making his way to LA thinking he's going to be a movie star, he runs into this chick, Carmen, played by Teresa Ruiz, and she is a church-going female. So he knows the only way I'm going to get close to her is if I too get a little closer to the Lord.
Come to the congregation. I got a few in the congregation. Check this out. Now I know she look old. I know but she a freak and she got skills.
Now, straight off the top, I really enjoyed this movie. I do think you should check it out in the theater, and let me tell you why. Number one is going to be the direction from Rosalind Ross. I thought she did a great job working with this material, bringing it down to a level where the larger audience can accept it, can enjoy it, and would be entertained by it. A lot of the time with faith-based films, they're very preachy.
Well, duh.
But I'm talking about preachy in the sense that not a lot of people are going to be able to grasp some of the concepts or maybe some of the plot and things of this nature that are going on in these films. Also, the acting quality in those films is usually not that good either. So Mark Wahlberg and Rosalind Ross working together makes this movie a win to me. Now, another thing that intrigued me about this film and a reason why I really wanted to check it out, not just because I like Mark Wahlberg, was that because I heard of how Mark Wahlberg actually got to do this project. So, I didn't realize Mark Wahlberg was a big churchgoer himself, and he's bouncing around to different churches, and he's saying he's bouncing around because people continue to pitch him movie ideas when he's just trying to worship the Lord. Hey, we've all been there, am I right? So regardless, he ends up hearing this story about Father Stu, and it moves him so much emotionally that he's like, hey man, I got to make this movie. So I thought that was hella tight, the fact that it would come about in that regard. Another thing that really worked for me in this film, and I think was crucial for this film to work in general, was Stuart's parents. We're talking about Jackie Weaver and Mel Gibson. Look, we need them in this film. We need to understand why Stuart is the way Stuart is. There's some stuff that jumps off early on in his life that affects not just Stuart, but his parents as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You got to see the film for that so you can really understand. But because we understand what that thing is, we understand the decisions that both parents are making and Stuart is making as they get older, as they grow up into the future. If we don't have that understanding, then we can just sit there and cast judgment about like, well, why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? I would do this and I would do that. That's how everyone does stuff. But when you finally understand the backstory to what people are dealing with, we can look at it with a different lens. And when we're able to look at something through a different lens, a better lens that gives us more clarity and understanding about what someone or the situation that is at hand is all about, it allows us to be more accepting for those situations. And that's what this movie showcases, because the church viewed Stuart in a particular type of way. But as they get to know him a little bit better and they understand where his heart is truly at, they start to kind of change their thought process of him and become more accepting. And that's where the true inspiration of the story lies, because of his journey, the church's journey with him, and then how he's able to inspire others around him. Yo, I hope you got a little something out of this review. I do hope you really check this movie out, especially on this particular weekend. Your homie, Jay Green, I'm out.